What's going on, everyone? Garnet Walters here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Mixolydian mode. But before I get into the video, if this is your first time checking out this video or checking out the channel, thanks for taking the time to check it out. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button and press the bell so you know when a new video drops. And to all my subscribers, thank you for your support. It really means a lot. Now let's get on to the video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Mixolydian mode. It's the fifth mode in the major scale, and as a review, we're going to go over the 7 modes. And the 7 modes are Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. So the Mixolydian mode, again, is the 5th mode in the major scale. So we're going to use the key of C because it's the easiest. So we're going to have C major scale, which is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And with every note, there's a number that goes with that scale degree. So C would be 1, D would be 2, E would be 3, F would be 4, G would be 5, A would be 6, B would be 7, and then we end up back at 1, which is C again. So there are different ways to learn or remember the modes. It's not just limited to just one way. It's just choose the one that grabs your attention the most. So one way to learn the modes is just going from G to G, like this. So I'm still using the same key signature from C, because C has no sharps or flats. But instead, I'm playing G. So I'll start G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Another way that you can learn the Mixolydian scale is to compare the Mixolydian scale to its roots major scale. So since I'm playing G Mixolydian, I'm going to compare it to the G major scale. So the G major scale is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Now there's a formula that goes with this mode, just like the other ones. So if you were to compare the Mixolydian mode to the major scale, the numbers would be, the formula would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, it's just F, flat 7, back to the 1. Now the F is considered a flat 7 because we're comparing that mode to the major scale, which was G major. So the next question is, how do we use this mode? Well, the Mixolydian mode is used primarily in dominant 7th chords. So if I were to spread the mode out from the scale, I would just play every other note like I did in the previous videos. And once I spread out the notes like this, I see that the first 4 notes here is a G dominant 7 chord. And then on top of that, it's an A minor 7 chord. So again, primarily the Mixolydian mode is used for dominant chords. A way to get that dominant sound in your ear, or that Mixolydian sound in your ear, is to play G in the bass, in your left hand, and then I'm going to play patterns like that to kind of get that sound in my ear. You can also create melodic patterns like this using arpeggios. So remember how I had this voicing here? The G dominant 7 and then the A minor 7 on the top. I can create a line like this. I could do something like that, or I can vary up the pattern. So the Mixolydian sound has a sound where it feels like you're kind of floating, especially if you use it as a sus chord. It also has a sound where it feels like it needs to resolve. Like you would want to resolve the G7 to C major or C minor. Or you can use that dominant chord to go to another key, like A flat for example. Or F sharp major, or wherever you want to choose. The dominant chord could also be used as a one chord. So for example, if I'm playing a 12-bar blues in the key of G, the chords that I will play would be a G dominant 7 to C7, back to G7 for 2 bars, then I'll go to C7, 2 bars, then G7, 2 bars, then go to D7 to C7 to G7. And that's just the basic form. So you can kind of play around with the notes in that mode. Now, that's pretty much basic, but I put some notes in there to kind of make it feel bebop-y in a way. And speaking of bebop, one thing that you can do to make the Mixolydian mode sound interesting is you can actually add a couple of tones in there. So for example, I can add the sharp 7, so it'll be G, A, B, C, D, E, F, F sharp, G. And this is what it would sound like if I played it over a G7 chord. I can also add an A flat. So I can have G, A flat, or G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F, back to G. And this is what it would sound like. So let's review the Mixolydian mode. The Mixolydian mode is the 5th mode in the major scale, so you can play G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or you could just remember the formula, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, back to the 1. You can also add an F sharp in there to create a bebop sound. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, F sharp, G, or you could add the A flat or a G sharp. G, A flat or G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you made it to the end of this video, I'd like to thank you for checking out the whole thing. It really means a lot, and I hope that you learned more about the Mixolydian mode. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to write something in the comments. My social media information is going to be in the descriptions. Again, thank you for your support, and next week we're going to be talking about the Aeolian mode. And as I close this video, I'm going to vibe out in the Mixolydian mode. Thanks for watching the video, and happy practicing.